I just got home from work and I was looking at the comments in my last video. There was so many. Oh my gosh, that is very overwhelming. But I've seen a few comments like this, and the only reason that I picked yours, Wes, was because yours was most recent. I'm not calling you out in any type of way, but I'm genuinely curious why y'all are saying no to marriage. Like, I just want to know. So if you feel like sharing those thoughts, feel free to drop a comment. Men, female, anybody who feels that way about marriage, please just let me know why, because I'm genuinely curious. Like, even after having somebody literally tell me I do not want to marry you, and I had to break up with them because they weren't gonna do it, I just feel like I would still get married to the right person, because marriage could be a beautiful thing. And I do believe that there are faithful people out there. There are people who are not playing games. There are people who will love you the way that you deserve to be loved, or the way that you love. You know, there are those people out there for you. And I don't know, I just want to know. I just want to know why. So if you want to let me know, drop a comment. Thank you. Bye.
I think the more I do this divorce documentary, I think that women are evil when it comes to divorce.
Wholeheartedly.
I interviewed this guy. Oh my god, it was so sad. He literally showed me texts, like messages, print, because I make them bring in the document, because then people will say they're lying or whatever, so I make them bring in the actual like documents. She literally said to her friend, "I wish he would hit me," because she was trying to get him to hit her so she could take the kids and like bring that to court.
Wow.
Even though
that is crazy.
She admitted to hitting him multiple times, and then she didn't let him see the kid for a year, and then she went to court, and guess who still got primary custody? Isn't that crazy?
All out of breath now. You got that power over me.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
One of the saddest stories I ever came across is when one of my clients, a husband, he was going through this illness, which was terminal. And because of it, his wife decided to leave him. Not only did she leave him, she wanted half the property, she wanted child support, and she was even claiming spousal support. The ironic thing is, if she would have stayed with him once he passed away, she would have gotten most of the assets.
What can you do if your ex is purposely not working to avoid paying support? You can ask the judge to impute income. Imputed income is income attributed to someone even though they're not actually earning it. You will then hire a vocational evaluator to prepare a report regarding your ex's employability as well as earning capacity.
If my spouse is spending money on their side piece, can I get that money back in a divorce?
We call this the hookers, drugs, and girlfriend exception. Here's the thing. Generally, marital money spent during the marriage is just considered marital expenses or marital debt, and therefore is equal in the divorce. But if you're spending it on drugs, or you're spending it on the craps table, or you're spending it on your girlfriend or your boyfriend, the other side can call that wasteful dissipation and ask for that money back.
This is the Ivy League version of I Don't Want No Scrubs. This is a real study that was done through Cornell University that said a shortage of economically attractive men. There's not enough men who are economically attractive. That may be one of the reasons why marriage is on the decline. Now, marriage is at its lowest in about 150 years in America, the marriage rate. Now, what do they mean by economically unattractive? They said it's somebody who either doesn't have a bachelor's degree, so that's prospects, or a stable job making $40,000 a year or more. They said one reason might be education. The lead author said, this is a rough quote, "Many young men today have little to bring to the marriage bargain." And he talked about how women are going to school more because they want to, bring more to the table to get better jobs. I'll say this. This is your sort of piece of money advice, and this doesn't just come from me, it comes from Warren Buffett. He says that the biggest, most powerful choice you will ever make in your life is choosing the right person for the right reasons. And that will make a big difference in your success.
The notion of a $40K salary being sufficient for marriage is a massive lie. A woman with 1 or more degrees wouldn't consider marrying someone earning that unless she's stuck in low-paying jobs with significant debt, like Starbucks. Pairing the $40K with the requirement of a degree seems reasonable on the surface, but it actually allows them to dismiss any man earning less than $100K by claiming he lacks education. We in MGTOW aren't bothered by this. Educated feminists are often insufferable, flaunting their indoctrinated education and bombarding with feminist rhetoric. They develop a superiority complex over men who don't match their credentials, despite a bachelor's in geology being far more valuable than a master's in education or a PhD in gender studies. If education matters so much to modern women, they can marry each other or even themselves. Let's see the comments. Top comment says, "Any woman above 30 who says she's not going to settle ends up settling every time." That's true, but not today. Only 6 out of 1,000 men in America are getting married. Another comment says, "There are also a shortage of high-value women, and all there's left are freeloading cows with nothing to show for." Why is it that the news always covers what women want in the dating scene but never what men want? I've never seen the mainstream media do one segment on why men are refusing to get married. Oh, that's because if they did, and aired what men wanted, a fit, friendly 18-year-old virgin with no tattoos, no debt, and aspirations to be a wife and stay-at-home mother, there'd be a riot. These feminists would short-circuit and claim it's all isms and boycott the advertisers just because they aired men's standards. Another comment points out that because of female hypergamy, the more money women make, the harder it is for them to find a husband. Income equality leads directly to misery. That's Red Pill 101. I bet even with marriage rates as low as they are, there are still a couple of suitors that they qualify for. But because these men make similar or the same amount of money, these feminists think they deserve better. The comment section is full of men saying red pill type comments. You know MGTOW is winning when you find red pill comments on random videos in random parts of the internet. The last comment says it perfectly well. There you have it. Women admitting they don't marry for love or companionship. Nope, it's about one thing and one thing only: money. Since that is the case, why bother with relationships, marriage, or anything else serious with them? Stick to hookups, hit it, and quit it. Stop paying for it, which is all marriage is these days.
Better beat this like a drum.
Don't be this guy. Dude is so happy watching his wife dance suggestively for millions of random men online. A woman that loves her man only wants to show that side of herself to him. I don't have anything against dancing, but let's be honest. We all know why she's dancing like that. And it's not just for his eyes. She clearly is craving the attention from, well, she posted it publicly, didn't she? How do you think your wife acting like this publicly online makes you look, bro? That's so tough.
Social media has normalized simp culture, and the sad part is that the guy isn't bad looking. He just doesn't value himself or isn't aware of what's really going on. Sadly, he's not going to truly find out the gravity of the situation until she divorces him out of the blue and suddenly jumps into a new relationship, or until he catches her cheating. Then he's going to look back at all the times his wife was twerking on social media and realize she was advertising herself like a Batman signal to Chads and Tyrones. I guarantee her personal social media accounts are full of men in her DMs shooting their shot, including some athletes and entertainers. Another reason why it's not smart to allow your wife or girlfriend to be a social media star is because she's going to have a target on her. As in, she's going to be a conquest or bucket list screw to the highest value men. It's the ultimate dunk to hook up with a chick with a large following, especially if she's in a relationship. This is the type of scenario someone's telling his boys over some drinks or a campfire. That one time he hooked up with a famous married TikToker while she was supposed to hang out with her bestie at an Airbnb or while she was supposed to be at a yoga class, and they did it in the bathroom. Mark my words, the so-called couple influencers are on borrowed time. Eventually, something is going to give. Either she's going to cheat or live out another hoe phase, or she's going to think she's on the same level as a celebrity and divorce him to try to get with an A-lister because of hypergamy. Let's read the comments. The based guy in the video says these types of guys have been scoped into believing they're insecure if they don't let their girl post suggestive photos or videos online.
Yeah. That's what these modern women do. They'll diminish your manhood by calling you insecure if you have a problem with them flaunting their assets to the world, which is essentially an act of infidelity. They may not be cheating at the time, but they're certainly trying to cheat. It's like ordering a new car from an automaker and then discovering that the dealership you're supposed to pick it up from is advertising the same car, with the same specs, at a higher price. You'd feel cheated, as you should. Another comment says, "She's a dancer." That's the excuse they use. Today's dances were originally made for the strip pole, but because being promiscuous has been normalized with pride, these women can claim they're just having fun. Another comment says, "Insecure men I see." I don't know if he's trolling or being serious, but he got ratioed. Someone responds, "No, just high-value men with morals, ethics, and respect." The simp responds, "That doesn't make you a high-value man." It's sort of true that there are high-value men who don't realize their value or are simply unaware, but a high-value man who has options isn't going to tolerate this behavior, especially if he's on the receiving end of the cheating equation. You'll often see married women or those in long-term relationships sliding into his DMs, but being a social media influencer or having a blue check isn't necessary for high-value men. They have plenty of options and won't tolerate their love interest acting out of line. They'll drop her like a hot potato and find someone who isn't starving for attention and truly values commitment. Someone replies, "That's a cuck kind of comment." Yeah, this is exactly a cuck comment. The tool comments, "That's good." If anything, I see it more as an opinion and difference in profession. Me, as a model and actor, I date women that are usually models and actors themselves, so I tend not to get offended if they post themselves. It's just like, yeah, everybody is seeing what only wants you. I think it's insecurity if you think your woman will be lost if she posts herself. I'd be hyping up my girl, and she would hype me. Yeah, this guy's clueless. Sure, actresses or models may look super good, but hasn't he heard of the casting couch? In other words, their auditions for an acting part or a commercial shoot is to sleep with the producer or producers. And I looked at that dude's profile. He's a wannabe influencer who pays $20 a month for the blue check. He's one of the typical Drake fans who puts up with anything just to be with a model or an IG thought. He's the type of dude that spends his whole paycheck on a Louis Vuitton belt or a white Gucci shirt to impress these thoughts.
I just told him that I want to get a divorce. And I know this was the best decision for the both of us. And I know, like, it may not seem like it right now, but this is gonna be like the best decision for the both of us, and we're gonna be so much happier because we're gonna find the person who was meant to be. And I'm not hurt, and I'm more so sad about how my kids gonna handle it. Because I know they love their dad. I have faith that it's gonna work out, and everybody, including my kids, are gonna be so happy. And whoever decides they want to spend the rest of their life with me and treat me with respect and loyalty, that they gonna love my kids, and my kids gonna love them too. But I'm just, I don't know what to do. I don't know, like, what my next move should be. I don't know, like, how I'm gonna make money and, like, how I'm gonna do this on my own, but I know I have a strong And I have a strong support system, and I know everyone who loves me is gonna support my decision. But I'm ready to finally let go. I'm finally ready to heal, and I'm ready to get back to myself. I'm ready to put myself first and find my happiness and find my purpose in life. Because I still struggle with trying to understand what I was put down here on earth for. Because I know it wasn't just to be a wife and a mom. Like, I have so much I can offer to the world, and I just want God to reveal that, like, bring it out of me. I want to help the world. I want to help people. Help people that's in the same situation as me. I want to help people who are less fortunate than me. I just want to be a better person. And in this process, I want God to work on me and build me to be the best wife I can be for my next husband, because I know I'm gonna be someone else's wife. And I know I'm gonna have more children. And I know I'm gonna be so much happier a year from today. I just want to thank God for finally giving me the strength to walk away. Like, it's been so long. I've been thinking about this decision for so long, and it's long overdue. Like, he was giving me sign after sign after sign, telling me like this is not gonna work, and I just wanted to do it my own way. I wasn't listening. I wasn't being obedient. I knew in my heart, in my mind, in my soul that we were done. It was over. I don't know how I'm gonna tell my babies, especially Ian. She loved her dad so much. But I know I gotta be strong. I gotta be so strong. Mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, I have to be strong for my babies. I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that we taken care of. I know it's gonna be a very emotional weekend for me. And I don't want my babies to see me crying and being sad. So Lord, I just ask that you give me the strength to endure the pain, endure the healing process, and endure the evolution, because I'm about to evolve into the woman I'm supposed to be, the person I'm supposed to be, the wife I'm supposed to be, the mother I'm supposed to be, the businesswoman I'm supposed to be, the millionaire, the billionaire that I'm going to be. And I just can't wait until I finally come to terms with it and I'm finally at peace in my life. And I know it's gonna work out the way that it's supposed to. I know. And that's it.
Sounds like she married a player or top percentile man because the kids love him. but apparently he's been getting some extra action behind her back, like he's been going to Mills houses to get the extra sugar, if you know what I mean. These chicks want a 10% man, but not the consequences of being with him, which means other chicks are going to want him as well. As long as the bills are paid, the cheating is on the DL, and no one else is getting pregnant, these chicks should be thankful there was someone they're attracted to. But their ego is so big that it ruins a great situation that most women dream about being in. Also, her being a single mom isn't the hottest commodity on the dating market. Sure, she's going to get offers to screw, but no one worth a while is going to want to be a stepdad. She talked about thinking about this for a long time, and that's what happens. Women check out of relationships months before they actually leave. What takes them so long is that they're just looking for a soft landing spot or a better man to monkey branch to. Them actually leaving a relationship is the tip of the iceberg, so you can predict if they've checked out months before they actually leave. If you see the woman you're with suddenly change her hair and attitude towards you and her schedule, it means she's found someone else or trying to find someone else, and it's only a matter of time. This chick is so delusional thinking she's going to be a billionaire. Even if she became one, Oprah isn't married. Oprah's not with the man of her dreams. Lizzo is a multi-millionaire, and she can't find a man of her dreams to marry her. Date, she shot all of her shots at male celebs, and none of them even tapped it. So, this chick just wants to be free to screw anyone. That's code word for being a boss lady entrepreneur.
Someone says, this is definitely the hardest part of divorce. The kids are the ones that hurt the most. Why go through a divorce, especially since statistics show that children are more likely to face negative outcomes like incarceration or engaging in risky behaviors if their parents split? If modern women genuinely cared about their kids, they wouldn't have them out of wedlock and they wouldn't rush into divorce. They'd prioritize their children's well-being and strive to maintain stable family structures. Instead, they often prioritize their own desires over their children's needs and then blame their husbands for everything, even labeling them as abusive without valid reasons. Another dumb female comment. Congratulations. I told my husband the same thing on March 13th, 2022. My divorce was finalized yesterday. May the Lord wrap his arms around you and guide you. Would someone please tell her that it's a sin to get a divorce? These chicks quote the Bible all the time and claim to be women of God, yet they'll twerk in their Sunday dresses. They just want the benefits of church without the consequences. They want to be associated with the morals true Christians uphold but not actually practice them. Dudes in the comments are saying things like, everything happens for a reason. Glad you had the courage to leave. You've got to move on, Angel. Yeah, they're just supporting it for the rebound screw. They're playing the HBCU game, sweet-talking these modern women by encouraging them to be boss ladies so that they can get an easy screw. It's like following the Derek Jackson playbook, where he tells these modern women what they want to hear, and because he's handsome, they eat it up. Meanwhile, he cheats with his most attractive female followers. That's why he got divorced. So, when people wonder why men aren't getting married, it's because it's so easy for these modern women to divorce. What's the point of getting married if the success rate is similar to flipping a coin? That's why MGTOW is getting more and more popular, even with men who aren't aware of the acronym. They just logically know that marriage in the West is a bad deal for them. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads.